So there's a group of radical leftists in North Carolina that is trying to use the 14th Amendment to get Congressman Madison Cawthorn completely eliminated from the ballot. This is unreal, and this is what he has to say about it.
What's going on in North Carolina is that the State Board of Election, a panel of 5 people, is asserting that they have the ability to bar 740,000 plus Americans in my district from being able to elect me to send me to Washington to be their weapon to fight against the deep state. Why they're saying that this is a viable choice in North Carolina is because of the 14th Amendment to the Constitution. I'm sure that you were puzzled by, as I was, after following January 6th when they started saying that we are insurrectionists, you're seditionists, you're traitors. I thought they were just trying to get a flashy headline. But the reason they were trying to set this basis for fact is because they had a plan to execute a version of lawfare, hatched, I'm sure, by Mark Elias, the quarterback for hijacking our election in 2020, to try and actually bar America First candidates from being able to hold office in 2022.
And so, mind you, this is the democracy dies in darkness crowd. Mind you, this is the crowd that talks about preserving the freedoms of America and all these different things. And so this is what's going on with the left right now. They are losing. This sort of neoliberalism is falling apart right in front of our very eyes. And instead of trying to get better ideas, instead of trying to push forth better candidates, instead of trying to understand how these people have so lost the support of the vast majority of the American people, they are putting all of their time and their energy and their efforts into basically removing the choice of voters to be able to vote for Madison Cawthorn or not. This is absolutely insane. And the more insane thing about it is that they are using this person, they're using Madison Cawthorn's sort of part in what happened on January 6th as a pretext to do this. Now, this is right along in line with what the Biden administration and people on the left have been doing in terms of trying to clamp down on their political enemies. This is un-American, this is unconstitutional, and I have to tell you that if this group succeeds on removing Madison Cawthorn from the ballot, thereby effectively eliminating him as an option for the hundreds of thousands of voters who sent him to office before, this is something that could end democracy as we know it. So the end of democracy as we know it is not going to come from conservatives who love the Constitution. It's not going to come from conservatives who love freedom. It is going to come from Democrats and people on the left who have no use for freedom, who have no use for the Constitution, who have no use for free and fair and open elections when they know that these movements are not going their way. This is something that we should all pay attention to. It is something that we should all be terrified by, and it is something that we should be all standing with Madison Cawthorn as he tries to fight this. This is actually unreal.